Howdy, it's sunny.badummy. Today's video is going to be a little different, mainly because it's not going to be as structured as most of my other videos are because surprise surprise, I have a little outline for my videos so that I don't get sidetracked because I have a lot of stuff going on in my mind, and if I don't have like an outline, I'm just going to go on and ramble. And that might not be the most entertaining thing ever, but I feel like today, with the topic that I have in mind, I'm not going to need it as much because I already know my points and I already know my complete stance on this. And that's the fact that I hate the art community. I hate it. I have beef with not every single. I have beef with the art community. The bad blood between me and the art community runs deep, deep, deep. I hate them so much. You might be thinking, Sunny, my dearest Sunny, my fantastic artist, Sunny, that I am watching a video of right now. How are you going to have beef with every single artist that you have ever met? You're literally an artist. Like, hello, good morning. Sunny, you're an artist. You draw. You post. You have an art Instagram. You interact with other artists. You've collaborated with other artists. How are you going to say that you have beef with them? How are you going to say that? And my response to that, you're right. You're right. I don't have beef with every single artist that has ever existed, but I have beef with a large portion of the art community. And besides that, am I really a part of the community if I post once in a blue moon? Like, I post about as often as that one kid that shows up to your class like never. I rarely post. So am I really a part of it? I don't think so. I'm an artist. I draw. Would I say that I'm a part of the community? No. I wouldn't. If you were to check my DMs right now, I only talk to literally one person. Two people. That's it. I am not active at all. But I feel like I wouldn't want to be either. So, you win some, you lose some. Anyways, you might be thinking, Sonny, are you mad? What could most artists or most people that interact with artists, a part of the art community, what could they have done? What could they have possibly done to make you hate them? Take a guess. Take a guess. What hasn't the art community done that I would not be mad at? First of all, art fixing as a concept, disgusting. You take someone else's art because you don't like it, because you don't agree with it. You take it and then you edit it. Very disrespectful. Imagine you just take some random person's art without their consent. You take it and then you make a very minimal edit to it and you're like, I fixed your art. How entitled are you? Fixing it? Really? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. You can leave constructive criticism in someone's comment section. It's very... I'm inclined to say that you should maybe not leave it unless they ask for it. But you can leave constructive criticism in a person's comment section. That's fine. That's how people grow. Are people going to maybe perceive your constructive criticism in a negative light? Maybe. They might do that. That's not your problem. Constructive criticism is constructive criticism. If the person receiving it does not want to take it in that way, that's their problem. As long as you formulated it in like a good way, that's not your problem. What is your problem is if you take someone else's art without their consent, and then you start editing it, saying that you fixed it? I don't think so. I thought that it was established a while ago, like a hot second ago, that taking someone else's art and editing it was a big no-no. It was disrespectful. But apparently, people are still doing that. They're taking other people's designs, they're changing it up, they're changing up the colors. And most of these people have no basic idea on how color theory works. Like, you can notice, they're just doing it for clout. It's disgusting. What makes you think that you're better than someone else and that you can just take someone else's art and fix it? Like, who are you? Who are you, Veronica? Who are you? Who do you think you are to do this? Nasty. And I love how I'm using love sarcastically. I love how the people that take other people's art and just completely mess it up under the disguise of fixing it, I love how they just say, like, oh, well, I did this to show the original artist how they can do it better, because I've noticed that blah 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 blah, and I think that they can do it better, so I just wanted to show them how it's done. You're not helping. You're saying that you're helping, but you're not. You're just being a condescending prick. Please, sit down. Have a seat. You're not helping anyone. You're just seeking clout. You just want attention. You're unoriginal. You don't know what to draw. So you just take other people's art and you edit it for content. I'm sick and tired of you. You disgust me. Frick off. Genuinely. Besides the whole editing people's art thing that the artist community has going on, it's also one of the most toxic places for new like beginner artists, baby artists, young artists, whatever you want to call them. Like, if you don't meet the standard for what art should be on the internet, you are going to get so much backlash. You are going to be bullied. People are going to take your art and they're going to make memes out of it. But not like the funny haha kind. The mean kind. The nasty kind. The kind that you really don't want to receive. They're going to leave the nastiest comments in your comment section because you're a newbie. And they can tell. Like, people are going to be leaving some of the craziest comments for just a drawing. Like, if you don't like it, scroll. I beg. I'm on my knees begging. If you find art on the internet and you don't like it, please just scroll. You don't have the obligation to like it. Like, you don't. Just continue. Just scroll. Because instead of encouraging, like, new artists or giving them some constructive criticism to help them grow, or, I don't know, linking a couple tutorials, you're going around and you're leaving nasty comments. And it's not even for, like, newer artists. This is also for, like, established artists that know what they're doing. Like, here's an example. I'm not gonna name any people, but basically there's this artist that's known for drawing with, like, these very unique proportions. But otherwise, technically their art is very good. As in, they know color theory, they know how to use colors, they know how to render really good, they do really pretty backgrounds. The only thing about their art style is that it doesn't look proportionate, but it works. It's kind of like, if I were to compare it to, I don't like Picasso per se, but let's compare it to Picasso in the sense that nothing's proportionate, nothing looks the way a human normally looks, but it looks good when it's put together. So then you get people in the comment section linking them to a bunch of tutorials on how to draw people, or they start commenting like, oh, Well, uh, when you want to draw a head, you normally start with like a circle and then you split it and then you split it again and then you work out your proportions. I think that can be very helpful. Babes, babes, let me tell you something. If you notice that an artist is like really technically sound meaning that they know their stuff, they know what they're doing. Maybe, just maybe, they're not bad at drawing. Maybe it's their art style. I know it's a freaky concept, but maybe people draw that way on purpose. On purpose. I'm just saying, like, it's fully possible that that individual is drawing that way because they want to, because they think that's pretty, and that's what their art style looks like. If you scroll through their page, you will be able to see that this is like a consistent thing that they've been doing for a while. It's sick. And also, y'all be leaving the nastiest comments on vent art. Vent art. The art that people use to vent their feelings when it comes to the mental struggles, mental illness, etc. You're leaving nasty comments on vent art. Like, you're leaving bad comments on art that expresses people's struggles. Do you have no heart? Like, if you don't like it, please scroll. But there's no use in being mean and nasty towards a person that's already going through a tough time. Like, if they did something bad, call them out. Mental illness does not excuse your bad actions. It explains your bad actions, sure, but it doesn't excuse them. But if this person hasn't done anything wrong, and you're just stumbling upon their art, and you're leaving nasty comments on purpose, obviously knowing what they're going through, you're one of the nastiest human beings that has ever walked the earth. And I find it very funny how a lot of artists have been bullied, or are currently being bullied. And then they get on the internet and they decide, you know what? Today, I'm in a very silly mood, and I'm going to leave the nastiest comment imaginable on some random person's account. Because I can. Because there's no one stopping me. Like, do you want other people to go through the same thing that you did? It's weird. It's a never-ending cycle. Y'all should stop. Y'all should be held accountable for the stuff that you do. Ugh. I could go on for days. Honestly, I want to go on way longer. Just talking about the anger that I feel in my heart. But I'm going to stop right now. For everyone's best. Anyways, stay safe, be strong. Don't be a stranger. Peace.